Okay, okay. We are back with some Billy lore in a way, I guess. I think it's just Phineas. Is it just Phineas? Oh, and Benny Blanco. Okay, yeah, I think he's on the thumbnail. Birds of a Feather behind the track. Guys, Mixed with the Masters is clutch. Genius used to do this kind of series where they deconstruct big songs, but they stopped. I don't know why. They fucking stopped doing it. But Mixed with the Masters picked it up and they are fucking carrying that torch, dude. So shouts out Mixed with the Masters. I'll link the original description. I love seeing how stuff is made behind the scenes, especially like big songs like Birds of a Feather. And I guess Benny Blanco's there. I didn't realize he was like helping on that track. But anyways, let's check it out, man. Let's go.
We really put our all into this album. It's definitely our favorite album we've ever made.
With something like this partnership between brother and sister, there's already so much magic there, and it's how to enhance that.
I've seen his name before, John.
Any plugin, you can bypass them all, and it's still this amazing song.
You have a way where, because I know you worked so hard on it, but it seems like it wasn't, like it was just thrown together.
I want you to stay.
What's up, everybody? My name is Phineas.
Oh, such a
I'm here
good
at East
fucking
West
song,
Studios
dude.
With Mixed with the Masters, and today we're going to talk about Billie Eilish's song, Birds of a Feather.
Yeah, dude.
I think in terms of, you know, where you go on a third album, the first thing that was important to us was just that we were making stuff that inspired us, that felt like we were creating new material. You know, your first album, you're using chord progressions for the first time. You're, you know, using rhythms for the first time. By the time you get to your third album,
Guys, I thought that he was like, I thought Phineas cooked a lot more before Billy blew up. No, wasn't he already like working on music and stuff? And he was the one that helped her with Ocean Eyes originally. So it's like, it's not like the first time he was working with chords. He knew how to cook. He knew how to cook, right?
New material. You know, your first album, you're using chord progressions for the first time. You're, you know, using rhythms for the first time. By the time you get to your third album, you know, you've covered some ground. Birds of a Feather is a vibe or a sort of a approach to a song that is new for us. It is novel. So on this album, we worked 3 days a week, and we do that every week. There were days that were very productive and days that weren't productive at all, and days that were long and days that were short, but we just always did those days. 3 days
You
a
need
week
all those
times,
days.
You know, 52 weeks. So you get a lot done in 150 days working on something.
With
Did
your
you just
stuff,
do the
I really
math?
feel
No.
like you have a way where, because
that
I
the
know
math?
you worked so hard on it, but it seems like it wasn't, like it was just thrown together. Like it seems like Birds of a Feather, like you're like, it feels like it's like so thrown together.
Right.
But I
Benny,
know
dude.
as a producer, I know you spent so much time like automating reverbs that nobody will ever hear, a tail that gets like side chained. And it's like,
Dude, that's so true. There's so many little intricate things in production where it's just like editing automations, whether it be for, like you said, the reverb, or if it's like some kind of like volume automation. I guess that one's a little bit more noticeable, but EQ kind of things. And there's like little small things that people like put into their tracks, and most people don't pick up on that. And it's like you could do without and it'd still be a banger of a fucking song, but those little things really do help make the song flourish. And it's crazy to seeing Benny here because he's everywhere, dude. And like most people don't even know, like he works on a lot of the biggest songs, even like back to 2010, maybe even 2008, like the biggest hits. He's fucking everywhere, dude, and he's hilarious.
trying to balance that.
Well, I mean, I think that sometimes you and I've talked about this. Like, there's a term in like writing called sprezzatura, which is like rehearsed to seem like improv, and like whatever the musical equivalent of that is, like if it sounds like it just is off the top of your head, there's a kind of a, when you listen to it, you're very like liberated by that because it feels
Interesting.
really like loose and exciting.
You're so foolish.
I didn't know about that.
This song was started at the very beginning of 2023, I believe. I'll go through the sort of first couple elements that were the song. Started off with some chopped up drum loops right
hear
here.
it.
We had this kick snare chopped up.
Nice little loop.
That really is brought to life by tambourine. So this
tambourine,
is
yeah.
a little tambourine loop that again I chopped up.
Ooh.
We like how that sort of groove made us feel. The term underlick is a thing I wasn't familiar with.
I forget what that
A friend of
means.
mine sort of was like, I like the underlick in Birds of a Feather. And I was like, what's an underlick? And he was like, the thing, the D, A, D flat thing, which
I didn't
was
know
the
that.
next
Never
element
mind.
that came in, which is this. but he explained that the underlick, at least in this case, is a singable motif that is never sung, right? She never, as a vocalist, sings that melody in that rhythm in this whole song. So that's playing, and it's stuck in your head, even though it really like has nothing to do with the actual kind of like songwriting, so to speak. And then
Guys, I think I know what it is. I thought the underlick was those specific chords, but it's not a specific chord. I'm pretty sure it's a melody, like he said, that the artist doesn't sing. It's just a melody that's underneath kind of everything. And I swear I've heard that in one of these videos before, one of these like behind the scenes production videos. It might have been like the Addison Rae one. I'm pretty sure that's where I learned about it. So yeah, I have heard about that.
Like has nothing to do with the actual kind of like songwriting, so to speak. And then I started playing chords on top of that.
So dreamy. Oh man.
And that's just basically
That's
D,
nice.
B minor, E minor, A. That's the scope of all the chords of the entire song.
The art of restraint, I think, is so good in music because people, they want to be wowed, but they want to just feel like it's like easy. Because I'm the same way. If there's like too much shit going on, I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to pay attention to?
Yeah. This is a song I'm very happy to be talking about, I think partially because this song was really put through the ringer. Ultimately, we, like so often happens in music, basically went right back to how we started. I think sometimes when you make something and it feels good right away, but it happened really quickly, you tend to overthink it. So again, those 4 elements being like drums, tambourine, underlick, and then that super vibey synth, that was within 5-10 minutes. And Billie started singing over that.
Dude, that just goes to show not only like is Phineas great, dude, but so is Billie, dude. She fucking dominated on top of that track, man. Beautiful voice, beautiful melody, great fucking lyrics. It's so fucking good. And guys, that's like a lot of things in music where it's like sometimes you just keep it simple, but like you said, you will overthink it sometimes and be like, is this like not enough? Like, but other times I do like a lot of stuff. And for example, would be like Magdalena Bay. Like they got a lot going on, but I'm not at the point where I'm like, man, I don't know what to focus on. Because it's more of like a hypnotism kind of like mental state that you get put into with Magdalena Bay. It's fucking amazing. So I think both are really good. You can be simple and make an amazing song, and a very intricate, a lot of going on, and still make an amazing song. It really is all about the execution and the artist behind it, I believe. So it's like not one's better than the other at all. It's kind of just like how you approach it, really.
Vibey synth. That was within 5-10 minutes. And Billie started singing over that. I found it to be a really effective way to write songs on this cycle. I'd be in my studio and I'd be working on the instrumental stuff, and she'd have a vocal and we'd put some processing on it. Like in this case, there's a lot of delay on her vocal. She was able to sing with that while we were writing the song and have the delay to feed off of, which I think has a lot to do with the actual writing of the song, is her kind of writing, knowing that the vocals
delay
have all this kind of slappy delay on it. And so then you sort of think like, well, it can't be that simple. Like that happened in a moment, you know, and you start to try to kind of overcomplicate it. But really, to us, the magic was just in how that felt, that kind of stripped, bare feeling. And so we decided ultimately not to fight it. Got that bass. And the drums are starting to pick up energy because we have a live drummer now.
Is it a live drummer, really?
Into what?
Yo, all the fucking layers in there. I mean, there's not like a lot of layers. I've seen like way more layers in project files, but there's still a lot more than I expected. Omnisphere Classic, dude. That program, that plugin, Omnisphere, is like $2,000 fucking dollars, dude. A lot of people like crack like plugins and shit where they where you don't pay for them. You like it's illegally downloading them or whatever. But it's also a massive file. It's like 500 gigabytes or some shit. So it's like, no matter what, I can't use that. That's so much space, so much. It's just a lot, dude. I'm so much money. I can't. House bell, low bell, dude. What are those layers?
Some people call the chorus, what I call the pre-chorus, but I don't worry too much about naming which part of the song I'm writing. I just worry about making it good. They're not overwhelming, but a lot of things have come in at this point. We've got a stereo mellotron pair. These are really delicate and quiet.
It's really
These are kind
panned
of
up in here.
fading in over the second half of the first verse, and then living in the pre-chorus area. We've got a
That was nice.
contact plug-in going on here. This is a twin 2. Couldn't love the twin more.
Ooh.
We've got some
That's
of
like an
my
organ. That's a
upright
nice-
piano, my
A
Petrov,
nice one. Oh, that's classic.
with a little bit of verb on it.
A verb.
Some guitars come
Wow.
in here, some big strummy acoustic guitars come in during this pre. This is my favorite part of what comes in.
Is this live or is it digital? Sounds live. Can we hear those all together now?
I mean, like, hard to beat, you know? And then, of course, big vocal stack of really profoundly beautiful harmonies come in.
Here we
right
go.
This is the stack.
Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know I said I'd never think I wasn't better alone.
My
Can't
God.
change the weather, might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's
And then these, I
Dude.
think, are, again, what I would refer to as like stabs.
Guys, those vocal stacks are fucking gorgeous, dude. They're so light and fluffy. Oh my God, I'm gonna float away.
weather, might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's
And then these, I think, are, again, what I would refer to as like stabs, which are just the sort of punctuation.
what I'm crying for. I could love you more.
Long but baby I
A little bit of me. I got a deep
Oh.
voice. Happy to assist. Happy to sing the octave down.
That's nice.
Till the day that
Man, you see what I mean? Like, sing behind the track, dude.
This is kind of a general
I
rule
love
of thumb
it.
for verse 2s. You either have to reinvent the wheel or you got to take a bunch of stuff out. In this case,
Wait, what did he say? Why do that? General rule of thumb for what?
kind of a general
Oh,
rule of
verse
thumb
2.
for verse 2s. You either have to reinvent the wheel or you got to take a bunch of stuff out. In this case,
Take
you
notes,
can see that
producers.
mostly, it's just taking stuff out and letting the vocal and the drums rock again. That's a
He's
tip.
like, that's my
Bounced in and
sister.
out of the room while Billie records vocals these days. I've spent the last couple years teaching her how to vocal engineer herself because she's very particular and loves to do a million takes and loves to comp them herself, and everybody wins if she's doing the work. The other element is, even though we're very comfortable around each other, to hit this insane delivery right here, you got to really go for it.
Crazy.
And
You do.
sometimes, the same way that most people sing in the shower or in their car alone, doing something and not having to feel self-conscious about it allows you to fail harder. I was probably upstairs in my kitchen grabbing myself a glass of water or something when she hit that, and I came downstairs and she had this kind of like sheepish, like, I think I just got something look. She played me this take and it was insane. Kind of a testament
That's
to sort of
fucking
the
sick.
benefits of having her know what she's doing on her own.
I don't know what I'm crying for. I don't think I could love you more.
I think I have my own set of ears in my own studio and my own car, and those are biased, you know what I mean? I might make the mix that sounds the best to me in my car or my living room, but I want it to sound good for everybody everywhere. I thought John
True.
and Aaron did a really great job mixing this album. Ultimately, I think that John and Aaron's mixes are better and more balanced, but this is pretty close and pretty baked.
On this one, Billie's voice is just gorgeous. So much air, maybe more air than I've ever heard on her voice. And it's not that we were adding it as much as it was there the whole time. And if you alter it, it starts to become, you're like, well, that's not the person I know and love.
Yeah.
So like, what is something that supports it, pushes it through the drums, like we're talking about with this record,
It's the
gets it
mixing,
so it
right?
competes, but doesn't change what it is.
You know, that's what inspires me about Phineas's arrangements, where Billie is always the focus, but how could we as a team like bring him to the equal part foreground? Because He has these, like,
Interesting.
symphonies of synths and piano elements.
Guys, mixing is so fucking important. Like, it seems like it's way more behind the scenes than just the production where you're putting pieces together, because now you're just mixing the piece. I guess it's in the word mixing, but it's really just, like you said, balancing things, putting things to the foreground, putting things in the background, and just making everything complete. And these guys, I think they've been cooking in the industry for a while. I'm pretty damn sure. At least John. I feel like I've seen John's name a lot over the years. The Forbes guy, though, I don't know if I've seen his name a lot, but I feel like he's also got that experience. You can look at him and he's got that wisdom. He's got that. It has nothing to do with his age, but he looks like he's got that experience. And also, is he actually related to the Forbes magazine? I don't know.
It's always the focus.
Let me know.
But how could we, as a team, like bring him to the equal part foreground? Because he has these like symphonies of synths and piano elements that, if you change one balance, all of a sudden it pokes out in a weird way, and like
It all falls apart.
It all falls apart. But it's just so masterfully put together.
I think sometimes it's incredibly intentional, and in other times it's just him being himself.
Yeah.
And just doing a pass. He has the best ability to do a pass of something and just move on.
Yeah.
And just like it sort of works itself out, because the next thing that he does is informed by whatever instrument he just played.
People's taste is powerful. They heard the album and they singled out Birds of a Feather, and they've given it this life. And now there's a music video for it, and you know, Billie closes her shows with it. But I think it has a lot to do with the relationship
that song win a
that the
Grammy?
audience organically had with the song, as opposed to some kind of manufactured effort to make a song very popular.
You can bypass any plugin, you can bypass them all,
So
and
real.
it's still this amazing song. And
Guys, I'm kind of like sick of like songs that are like, people are making songs for the sake of popularity or whatever's trending. Like, it's not like, it's so manufactured, like he said, and it's just like, I'm like, art shouldn't be for the sake of trying to get popular. Art shouldn't be for the sake of trying to make money or trying to fucking be the most famous person on TikTok. Or that's so fucking the opposite of what art really is. And it should be you putting your heart into the song, onto the fucking canvas, onto whatever kind of medium it is. Putting your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, all of that stuff. Like, that's real fucking art, bearing your fucking soul on your sleeve type shit. But there's so much fake fucking dog shit nowadays. It's not even like fake dog shit, because sometimes it sounds good, but it's just the manufactured stuff is just such opposite of what art is supposed to be. But then again, art is such a broad fucking term that you could say, yes, it is art, but it's a specific kind of art. But I can't stand that. Maybe I'm a purist when it comes to art, but like, I just don't like it because it just feels soulless, even if it sounds soulful. It's just the intention behind the creation is just really disappointing. You know what I mean?
Manufactured effort to make a song very popular.
you can bypass any plugin, you can bypass them all, and it's still this amazing song. And all we were trying to do was find these like little hidden pieces and pull them out a little bit more. The beauty is what's already there. And for us, it's just trying to push it in certain
Frame it.
ways that don't change what it is, because it's
Trying to
already
frame
something
it.
beautiful.
Ah,
There's
it's
only
so
one
good.
element that has been playing so far that I haven't really talked about, and that element is bird sounds, which is a little on the nose and literal, but they sounded nice, so here they are.
I love ambience.
It's just nice. They're way in the background, but they're there.
Ah, cinema, guys. Fucking cinema. Dude, these videos are the best. These videos are the fucking best, dude. I'm glad they did this song. Let the birds take us. Ah. Nature. Nature. Nature, dude. Guys, that was amazing. I find it really heartwarming how Billie calls the songs our songs. Phineas calls them her songs, like he's the spring in her step. The spring in her step, dude, that's such an old school phrase. I've never heard anyone say that in years. I'm still mad that this song, even the album, didn't. Guys, I thought it did. I don't remember what wins Grammys. Like, I don't, like at the moment, I'm like, oh wow, that didn't win a Grammy. That's fucking stupid. And then my brain just erases it because none of it really matters, to be honest. Doesn't matter, still worthy. Yeah, none of it really fucking matters at the end of the day, but I'm surprised it didn't as well. Let's give some credit to the editors of the video. True, shouts out the editors, dude. The track perfectly aligns with the demo at 2:37.
Drum loops right here. We had this
Well, I mean, that's just them doing their job because what's happening on screen there on his little laptop. But W editors, dude. This is a great example of production and arrangement being 90% of what makes a great mix. And although I have no data to back it up, the statistic is 100% accurate. The production and the arrangement, true, like they said, it's very simple. But then again, to say 90%, of a great mix. Okay, I thought they meant like the song in entirety. True. With the mix point, yeah. The underlick is the life of the song. It's really good. It is catchy. It's like watching Leonardo da Vinci paint the Mona Lisa. It kind of is, guys. Not really my cup of tea, but I see Phineas is always putting it all out on the table for people to see, and major respect for him for trying to help out creatives. I remember when I was first learning producing, it was extremely hard to find anything valuable, and it felt like everyone was hiding their secrets. True. Like maybe like 10 years ago, true. But even like 10 years ago, there were still like some videos, like Genius might have been doing their behind the deconstruct series. I don't know, but yeah, it definitely does help if you're like a producer and stuff, seeing this type of stuff, the tips they give, and actually seeing the project files as well. They're very helpful. What I like the most of these videos is that we don't hear the sounds until they are shown separately. After that, you start to see all the work and details, like a totally new song to discover once again. Yep. Frickin' chills, dude. Frickin' chills. Guys, I love this video. Awesome fucking video. Again, shouts out Mixed with the Masters. Everyone that worked on the song and album, they're legendary. Shouts out all of them, dude. Fucking dope-ass song. Anyways, I'll link the original in the description so you can go leave a like or a nice comment. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Much love and peace.